putting on another headset. Just 1 second. So hi Micheline and hi Micheline. So I got 2 mics on here. Okay, I gotta just adjust so I can hear you. So what am I doing here? So I am left clicking right there on that button and I am pulling it down, scrolling it down. I'm right clicking and I am inserting a line or 3. Up here, I am going to right click. Let me just see if I did that right. I am left clicking. I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit insert and see I got some space in there. I'm also going to right click. Hang on. It's funny talking and doing it at the same time. I want to do, just give me a second here. You know what, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to come back. And so these need to be prioritized in respect to the most important things that need to be done. Now, I can see that you've got these somewhat categorized. I'll tell you what, I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to go data. I'm going to go sort. It says sort by C. Now they're categorized by business, divorce, health. Okay? But then I could go, okay, business, order more brochures and business cards through Tim. Well, I would turn around and give that one an A. With all due respect, looking at Dragon Dictation now, it may not be an A. Book presentation for a lawyer firm in Olds, that's an A. Going to the gym is an A. Book meeting with Dave in Alberta as far as the referral, that's probably an A. Get ready for sales to Gord, A. Phone more, A list. I'm going to put an A on that. Do outline for booklet. With all due respect, I'm not going to put an A on that. Sell house. Is that an A? Okay. Tidy up garage. Dash. I'm going to put in here, how can I delegate? Bless the house and release binding energy. Let's put an A on that. With all due respect, I'm not sure if that is an A. Clean out garage more. Do recycling, that's kind of encompassing. Clean out mini inside in detail and have it detail. Oh, mini, you got a mini. I think that's a good idea because you know what? You drive around in it and it's sort of part of your uniform. Have truck windshield washer. Okay, I mean, that's an A because if you can't see where you're going. God bless Mom. Organized Christmas dinner. Okay, fair enough. Check ozone system and hot tub. Is it working? And pay off CRA. And quite frankly, they can wait. And all you got to do is send them some tokens to keep them off if you don't have the cash flow. And see, now what I'm going over here is column A and sort again. Now I got the A's right there. Now, honestly, from here, then it boils down to just getting them scheduled. It's getting into your time blocking and let's see. Getting into a time block. There's a 24/7 sheet. And, if it was me, then I would be typing in meditation here. And so I'm highlighting that. I'm pulling it right across the board. And I'm going over to home. I'm hitting fill right. There it is. Meditation. That's it. And 9 o'clock, I get up early. I need rest. I mean, that's basically blocked right through till 12 o'clock. Wait a minute, what's going on? Hang on, I'm trying to rest at 9 o'clock in the morning. You get my point. So I'm pulling this down. That's not supposed to be there. I'm pulling this down to 9 o'clock at night. There. Okay? And then I pull it across, hit fill, right, and then pull it down, and I've got that there. So I'm just doing an example for you, because what am I doing? I'm taking care of me first. Done. I'm taken care of. And so I would book in, gym time. So today is Tuesday. Cardio is already set up for 4 o'clock. We leave for yoga at 5:15. All me first. So getting back to you on the Excel, pardon me. Now, okay, you've got the things emptied your mind, and so really it is a case of scheduling them. But again, making sure you take care of yourself, so that when you start scheduling the garage and things like that, and things like this, how to delegate, and so I would say that it is, so categories, valuable, and valuable in a sense dash keep it, and then valuable sell it, and then valuable goodwill, and then the rest of it, the rest of it's going to the dump. Now, there's one thing I'm trying to do. Oh, I can't figure, why can't I do this? It's just not showing up. You know what I got to do? I know what the challenge is. I got to save it. I got to save it to my screen. And now I should be able to, oh, there's my print function. I'm setting up the print preview here, and I'm going into the page setup, and I'm setting it up as landscape. And then I'm hitting OK, and now I've got everything presumably on one screen. I'm just going to narrow that column down, narrow that one down. I'm going to hit that, highlighting the whole thing. I'm going to drop it down to 8 point. There, I can just about get everything on one screen. Wait a minute, I'm not done. There, and there, pretty well. But in this thing, here is the question. How are you going to delegate? Now, wait a second. I left Dragon Dictation behind. Look into Dragon Dictation, so that I could use it doing, I'm not sure, doing cardio. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just going to close the screen. So hi Laura, I'm going to just do the scrubbing of Richard's plan. So first of all, I open up the vision, and I'm going to just reset it. There, it's gone. And this thing's operating like a pig as usual. Now, mission is not so easy. I don't know if it's got a reset button in there as well. Oh, there we go. Reset. Beautiful. Close it. We're good. I hope that new version 8. I see what I mean. It's like you'd think in this day and age it would sit there and behave properly. However, maybe I should have good thoughts and it'll work better. Now, this is where it gets tricky. So I have to open up the financial and go through, and it's just a case of reset. Okay, and unclick, reset, unclick, reset, unclick, reset. That's it. That should do it. Wait a minute, that's a lie. I didn't do the customer. I missed those tabs, and it'll probably close. Now, so there's one more thing that I've got to do. Probably it'll take less than 5 minutes. So I have to hit customer, hit this, reset, hit this, reset, hit this, reset, hit that, reset. Go over here, process improvement, hit that, reset, hit that. There's nothing else, that's it. Now we'll go to strategies as soon as it gets there. I missed one, you see. So now it's loading strategies. And so hit customer, reset, hit that, 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 reset. Okay, their objectives, it was just slow on the mark. Then we get into action plans. Now, delete, 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 delete. Theoretically, okay, so that's log out, log back in. I've got to go into SX admin. Come on, SX admin, S Riley times 10. Go over here to Savage, open it up, last name King. King, Control C. No, that's right. Control V. There. Now, so GW King 2011. GW King 2011. Full name, V, K, email, Control C, Control V, investment advisor, in this case he's a financial advisor. Let's put that one in. And then leading advisor and update. Let's see what happens. It's there. Let's just open it up and see if it calls it king now. Delete. Yeah, it's calling it king. There we are. So we just saved ourselves some money. Let me grab this. Control C. Go over there. Log out. Close current tab. I got an email loaded already, which is GTW. I got to do the edits. I just cut and paste M. Jolie in there. Now, don't send him a welcome package. Just schedule. Laura will call you to schedule your appointments. Okay? There's no assessment. There's just a business plan to get him started. We don't want to scare him off. Okay? Yeah. And then all I got to do is edit that, and we got it done. Ooh, better stop. Stop my... Hi, it's Simon Riley, and I'm doing a follow-up to the one-page business plan speaking presentation that I did on Friday, December the 9th. So we're going to do a quick overview of the one-page plan. I want to review with you the one-page business plan objectives, and more importantly, how to do the scorecards. I didn't get the opportunity to show you the action plan, and I want to show you how to be able to do a progress report and to be able to integrate the one-page business plan with Lloyd Litke's planning process. And I'm going to share some templates with you based on Lloyd's process. The best way I can do this is to show you in real time. And so I'd like to invite you to spend 90 minutes going through a point-click plan. And at the same time, I sent you an overview of Lloyd's 2011 annual planning, complete with the one-page business plan templates. So I should call it not an overview, but it's Lloyd's 2011 annual planning pre-preparation process plus an overlay, if you will, of examples of objectives and strategies. So you'll see Lloyd's points here as an example, vacation plans, specify weeks, and then you'll see objective and strategies here. If you scroll down to the end of this document, then you're going to see a bunch of objective examples that I've written, and then a bunch of strategy examples that I've, in a sense, written freehand from the conversations that I've had with Lloyd. So going back to the one-page business plan, we want to be able to create an objective. And so what I'm going to do is go in, I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to create a blank. I'm going to cheat here, and I'm going to go into the templates that I created, and I'm going to do a cut and paste of this one right here, and what I'm going to do is put it straight in to the one-page business plan, and here we go. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to recreate something that you're going to run into, no doubt, and just watch this. Each objective or a strategy statement is limited to 85 characters, and if it wasn't limited to 85 characters, what would happen is the one-page business plan would turn around and become a book, just like every other business plan, and it would make it difficult to be able to stay focused and difficult to follow. And so clearly there's a problem when I'm trying to cut and paste this example of this objective statement, because simply there just isn't enough room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out. I'm going to go back to the examples that I've shared with you. Now take a look at that. That's the one I tried to cut and paste in. Increased number of brokers that qualify for customer conference from blank to blank. It was just too long. And what I've done here is I've created a short one with abbreviations. Increase INC, number of brokers that qualify for conference. There it is. I'm going to copy that one in, go into that objective, and paste it straight in there. And so, closing it off, you're going to see me now with an objective statement. The next thing that I'm going to want to do is be able to create a scorecard. And so, I'm going to open this up, and we got the ability to create a scorecard. I'm going to create this scorecard. It's additive. I'm going to need to give it a name. So in this particular case, it's just let's make it simple. Qualify for conference. And you can see I'm talking to myself phonetically or whatever to be able to get the spelling correct. And so the unit of measure is the number. You might want to improve upon how you're going to label that. And now I want to go in and demonstrate how to do a performance scored comment. And the way that I'm going to do it is to be able to show you the scorecard comments instructions, and I'm going to copy and paste that straight in to the performance scored scorecard comments, and so that you've got a demonstration of the instructions that are built in, and you're seeing how I'm doing the scorecard comments. And so you can see that the scorecard comments are built right in. They're there. You can print them, and then you've got the ability to be able to make a new comment as you go along. So that demonstrates how to be able to create a scorecard and the use of the performance scorecard comments, along with cutting and pasting the instructions of how the performance scorecard comments get done. And so that's complete. Now, the next thing I want to do for demonstration purposes is I want to go in and add in some strategies. Here again, I'm just going to go and make it real simple in the interest of time. I'm going to go in and find a blank space. I'm going to reset that. I'm going to go into the examples that I have given you. And here again, look at this long statement right there. Meet with clients to identify their 3 biggest opportunities and their 3 biggest challenges and deliver a solution or an action plan. Bottom line is we know that's going to run over 85 characters. What I've done is I've shortened it up in advance to be able to make this video shorter and to be able to speed up the presentation demonstration, so to speak. Notice what happened there. That was 85 characters long because the period was there. And what I did was I just went in and I clipped it, so to speak. I'm going to save that strategy, and let's let the computer do the thinking, or the online website do the thinking. So here we are, objectives. The objective is answering the question, what result are we going to measure? The strategies are how are we going to build this company. This is in 1 year. This strategy is 3 to 5 years out. And let's read this. The objective, increase number of brokers to qualify for a conference from 15 to 20. Hypothetically, how are we going to do it? Meet with advisors to ID 3 opportunities and 3 challenges, deliver a solution and an action. So the next thing we need to do is to be able to create an action plan. And so again, in the interest of time, I'm just going to sneak over to my examples here. And pardon me, I clicked the wrong document there. And then I'm going back into the action plan. So this one is entitled Client Satisfaction. We want to increase client satisfaction. Let's give it a date. Let's hypothetically say it's January 31st. Not that we're going to complete it by January 31st, but what I want to do is I want to start implementing it. So you see, implement client satisfaction by January 31st, 2012. Okay, I close that off. Now I've got an action plan. Now I want to go in and create a progress report. So I'm going to add a report. Here the title's already been put in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that same document, which I'm giving you a copy of. It's the instructions for the scorecards and progress reports. And I'm going to take and copy and paste in the instructions, in a sense, as a demonstration of how to be able to edit the progress reports. So I'm going to save that. There it is. Okay? I want to add another report. So how am I going to improve client satisfaction by, implement client satisfaction by January the 31st? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another report. Now what I'm doing is I'm going into the email that I sent you, pardon me, and I'm going to scroll right into it and cut and paste the instructions that I've sent you on how to be able to create a stronger relationship with your clients. And then what I'm going to do is put it right into this progress report as if I've created another progress report or an update, and I'm going to say, hey, I'm at 15%. You know what? I'm going to be liberal here. I'm going to give myself 25% because the bottom line is, look at, I've already got a plan here to be able to start improving my client satisfaction. It's all built in. It's ready to go. Notice my little distraction there. I got a couple of little coding things going on here with cutting and pasting from Microsoft Word, so I'll just take a second to clean that up. And I think I've got the little coding hiccups straightened out. There's one more. But you know what? As you see me doing this, I mean, these are little tweaks that I would be going through if I was doing my own plan. And it only takes a moment. But what I'm saying to you here is the power of the written word. It's very, very important to be able to get your words clear. If you get your words clear, then what you're going to do is you're going to get your actions clear. You're going to be more clear in front of your clients. They're going to get that. They're going to want to do more business with you. And I mean, this is the bottom line. So there we are. We can save changes. I think I've got all the little coding things straightened out. So there you got the instructions for the progress report. There you've got the questions to ask your clients to be able to build better relationships. We're going to save that off. We're going to close it off. And there we have it. We've got a demonstration of how I built an objective, a strategy to go along with it, the action plans, including the scorecards in behind, and the progress reports. I appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to working with you more to be able to meet and exceed your goals for 2012. Thank you very much. Hi, it's Simon Riley. I'm doing this short video as a follow-up to the presentation that I did in your office on Friday morning, December the 9th. There's a couple key pieces that I did not show you, and I want to emphasize them here. We need to reconnect with the objective scorecards. And I want to show you the action plans and the progress reports. We did not cover this in my presentation at all. And at the same time, I want to revisit Lloyd Littke's planning process and integrate the one-page business plan with that. So I want to do this in real time. And so I'm visiting a one-page business plan here. And by the time you get to the point where you're going to start adding in scorecards and progress reports, you'll have gone through the point-click plan, spent 90 minutes, and created your planning. And so I need to get an objective in here. So I'm just taking a moment here to review Lloyd's planning preparation process to show you that document. And at the same time, I prepared another document in the sense of an overlay to be able to give you sample objectives and strategies in it. If you scroll to the bottom of it, you are going to see objectives and strategies that I wrote freehand. So I'm taking and copying one here straight from Microsoft Word straight into the objectives. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a blank line. And so I'm going to paste this in. And while I'm here, I want to try to recreate something that I know you're going to run into. And you're going to get into a message that says, please limit your text to 85 characters. And the idea is it's there so that you're creating a one-page business plan. You're not creating a book. So rather than me fighting this, I'm just going to get out of this all together. And I'm going to go back to the templates. And you notice below here, I've written another one. I've abbreviated increased number of brokers that qualify for conference from 15 to 20 by July 31st, 2012. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to cut and paste it in, and then I'm going to save it. And there we have the objective that I need. Now what I need to do is I need to create a scorecard. And so I'm going to make it additive. I'm going to create the scorecard, and then I'm going to just call it brokers qualify, and I'm going to put a number in here, as in unit of measure is number, and I'm going to save it. Now, what I'm showing you now is a document that's called Scorecards and Progress Reports, and the instructions are in there on how to do a scorecard review and a action plan review, in a sense the progress report review that's connected to the action plan. But I'm going to do something here where I'm going to take the scorecard comments and put them straight into the scorecard so that they're built in, and I click this button here. So I'm pasting it in, and then I'm putting in instructions. And I save it. So now what you've got is you've got the instructions for the performance scorecard comments built straight into the scorecard. So I'm going to suggest that you do that for every scorecard that you've got, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that off. I could go into more detail on that, but in the interest of time, I'm just going to keep moving here. Now, the next thing we're going to need is a strategy. So I'm opening up strategies to take a shortcut. I'm going back to the templates I created. So look at this one. Meet with clients to identify their 3 biggest opportunities and their 3 biggest challenges and deliver a solution or action plan. Well, we know already it's just too long. Look at, I've abbreviated it there in Microsoft Word. So meet with 3 advisors to ID 3 opportunities and 3 challenges and deliver a solution action plan. I've copied it. I'm going into my one-page business plan. What I'm doing is I'm looking for a blank spot there. I just need to reset that one, and I'm going to copy and paste that straight in there. Okay, clearly something's up. I got to go back to Word. Let me get that. I didn't copy it properly. You know, and these are some of the things you're probably going to run into. It's part of the process. So I'm adding a blank strategy. Not a blank strategy, but I'm putting it into a blank. All right, saving it off. Okay, there I've got my strategy. So how am I going to increase number of brokers who qualify? I'm going to meet with 3 advisors to ID 3 opportunities and 3 challenges and deliver a solution. Okay, so now I need an action plan. So I'm just doing a little shortcut for something that I've pre-prepared here. And what I need is I've got to increase client satisfaction. And so I'm going to put something in here as a project title. So that's, just forgive me one second. Seems my Microsoft Word kept that last string. So there's my client satisfaction. That's my action plan. When do I want to get that started? I want to get that started by January 31st by 2011, and then once I plug the date in, it's going to ask me to do something. Well, I want to get it implemented. All right, I'm going to close that off. Now what I want to do is I want to create a progress report. And so I want to add a report. And so it's implement client satisfaction by December 10th. That's the date that I started it. All right, so I'm going back into my instructions again, and what I want to do is I want to capture the instructions for the progress report, and I want to build them straight into this so that it is taken care of. So it's right there. It's built in. So it's there. There's my progress progress report instructions built in to the progress report, so that's going to keep me on track. So the next thing that I want to do is that perhaps I want to add in something else. Well, how am I actually going to meet with these three advisors and ID 3 opportunities and 3 challenges? Now, I'm sending you an email follow-up, and I am including in it the questions from the values-based consultative selling process. And what I'm doing right now is I'm pasting them straight in, and I'm going to save it. You know what? I'm going to turn around and give us a 15% percentage of completion by doing that. And there we are. There's the questions in relationship that you need to ask your advisors to be able to start building a relationship. Now, I know there's some little hiccups there with some Microsoft Word code, but in the interest of time, we're running into 8 minutes now. I've delivered everything I feel like I need to deliver to be able to help you be complete from the presentation that I did on Friday morning. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to email me, but I believe you got enough information to be able to create your own one-page business plan. I look forward to talking with you. Thank you.